Hello, I've returned with another ADH Wealth solution. Today, we will begin to discuss fulfilling all of your financial needs. As always, this is a basic description. For an evaluation of your own, please schedule an appointment. My information is in the description. Lastly, make sure you hit the like, drop a comment, and if you're new, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. Yo, it's your boy, the insurance junkie, your fiduciary fella, the all-star advisor, and I've returned today to whap and tap on your head with some more important information. Before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share. To contribute to channel growth, my information is in the description. To schedule a consult, my information is in the description. To purchase life insurance directly with no medical exam up to $1 million and an instant decision, the link is in the description. So today I have an article here from Bloomberg Law about a spike in the 401k lawsuits and it scrambles the fiduciary insurance market by Jacqueline Wiley, October 18, 2021. Companies facing litigation over their employees' 401k plan fees are increasingly discovering they'll have to pay $10 million or more in defense costs before their insurer will begin footing the bill. A sharp spike in lawsuits over retirement plan fees has wreaked havoc on the market for fiduciary liability insurance, which provides protections for companies accused of mismanaging their employee benefit plans. This coverage helps fund litigation costs when a company is sued for fiduciary breach under ERISA, the Employment Retirement Income Security Act. Until recently, these policies were simple to acquire and inexpensive compared to other business insurance. But the market has changed pretty dramatically in the past 2 years because of the extraordinary number of lawsuits challenging 401k plan fees, Rhoda Prusak, Senior Vice President and Head of Fiduciary and Employment Practices Liability at Berkshire Hathaway, told Bloomberg Law. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying my content, make sure you hit the like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share. But the market has changed pretty dramatically in the past 2 years because of extraordinary number of lawsuits challenging 401k plan fees, Rhoda Prusak, Senior Vice President and Head of Fiduciary and Employment Practices Liability at Berkshire Hathaway, to Bloomberg Law. Retirement plan investors have filed about 140 proposed class actions challenging their plan fees in 2020 and 2021. According to a Bloomberg Law analysis, the nearly 100 cases filed in 2020 represented a big increase from 2019, when only about 20 cases were filed. It just keeps spreading. Exposure is metastasizing, Prusak said, of the 401k fee cases. We're seeing cases go more down market. Instead of just being big multi-billion-dollar 401k plans, these cases are now spreading to smaller plans. Instead of being plans of big corporations, we're seeing this spread to private companies and not-for-profit organizations. Skyrocketing retentions. The growing sense that any company with a 401k plan could be sued has caused serious disruptions in the insurance market. The biggest changes have been in retentions. the amount of money a company must pay out of pocket before insurance coverage kicks in, similar to a deductible. There was a time when, uniquely among financial line policies, fiduciary policies sometimes had a $0 retention or a very modest 5-figure retention. Larry Fine, management liability coverage leader with Willis Towers Watson, told Bloomberg Law. Those days are long gone, Fine said. Across the board, virtually every insurer is now insisting on 7-figure retention for excessive fee cases, he said. And at least one insurer is insisting on retentions of more than $10 million, he said. Prusak called this shift a sea change, adding that she's seen retentions as high as $15 million for claims of excessive plan fees, when previously retentions of $0 were fairly common. Employers are also noticing higher premiums for this coverage. Lynn D. Dudley of the American Benefits Council, a trade group representing employers in their capacity as benefit plan sponsors, told Bloomberg Law. The unpredictability of what could spur a 401k lawsuit is making it harder for insurers to properly underwrite risk. Dudley, who is the council's senior vice president of global retirement and compensation policy, said. In some instances, an employer has been sued for offering a particular 401k fund, even though that same fund was an example of a good investment in a different lawsuit, Dudley said. It is getting more expensive because it is harder to underwrite a risk that you can't evaluate because it's constantly changing, she said. Bigger, pricier wave. Retirement plan sponsors have weathered waves of class actions before, but they weren't as widespread and weren't perceived as such a significant threat to insurers' solvency, Fine said. What's more, the lawsuits have been successful. Of the cases filed in 2020, more than 30 have at least partially survived a motion to dismiss, while only 10 have been dismissed outright. And settlements can be significant, particularly if the defendant is a financial company that puts its in-house funds in its retirement plan. That subset of cases has garnered more than $430 million in settlements since 2015, including more than a dozen 8-figure deals, according to a Bloomberg Law analysis. The problem is that this litigation is very, very expensive, Berkshire Hathaway's Prusak said. These cases are very expensive to defend, and if the motion to dismiss fails, and more often than not it fails, once you get into discovery, it becomes very, very expensive for smaller plans. Scrambled playing field. The fiduciary liability insurance market has been very profitable for decades. Willis Towers Watson's Fine said, including during previous litigation waves. The carriers responding as if this wave is different may be overreacting and may wind up with much smaller books of business when all is said and done, he said. There's a history of trends coming and going in the fiduciary liability cases, Fine said. There have been trends that were worrying for some period of time, but ultimately went away for various reasons. I think this will wind up going the same way eventually. Prusak agreed that the market shakeup presents opportunities for insurers that aren't major players. Legacy carriers got hit with lots and lots of these fee cases, and they're reacting with those big retentions and cutting limits, she said. There's a lot of opportunity for carriers that don't have those legacy claims and have the opportunity to build a book that has more appropriate premiums and terms. If they could use more pointed underwriting and really try to figure out what the ultimate damage might be on specific cases, they can really take advantage of this hardening in the market, she said. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth, my information is in the description. To book a consult, my information is in the description. To purchase life insurance directly up to $1 million with no medical exam and an instant decision, the link is in the description. Remember, wipe ass, work in progress every day and see success. Wipe ass, work in progress every day and see success. Wipe ass, work in progress every day and see success. And remember, when people challenge you, they don't challenge you to challenge you, but they challenge you to challenge you. Accept the challenge. Salute. Interested in having an evaluation? Find my contact info in the description and schedule a consult to explore your options. Have a financial question but don't know who to ask? Email me at a.hall@cgwealth.financial and your question may be answered in my next video. Security products are subject to investment risks, including possible loss of principal. Before investing, carefully consider the investment objectives, risks, limitations, charges, and expenses of the product and any underlying investment options. This information can be found in the product and investment option prospectuses. Copies are available from your registered representative.